live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
A teen is arrested accused of gunning down a man in a Boone County park. Investigators say a tip led them to the suspect just 2 days after the incident. After a spike in violent crime in Freeport, community members demand action. Neighbors call for answers and peace moving forward.
It's been on train for the longest, yes.
More members of the state line's Hispanic community are becoming homeowners. They say connecting with a real estate agent is a big factor. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy. Eric Wilson is off tonight. An Illinois man is behind bars accused of committing Belvidere's first homicide in 6 years. 18-year-old Vincent Piatek was arrested in Mount Prospect last night. He's charged with first-degree murder. Investigators say Piatek shot and killed a 28-year-old man in General Mills Park Sunday night. Family members identify the victim as Dallas Simpson. Detectives searched Piatek's Inverness home as well as his vehicle. He faces up to 80 years behind bars. He's being held on $5 million bond. The Freeport community comes together to call for change. Neighbors are gathering near the East Iroquois Fire Station tonight with the common goal of ending violence. Alexis Carpello joins us live from the rally tonight. Alexis, what's the atmosphere like there tonight?
Well, Mimi, dedication. These citizens are dedicated, and simply the community is putting their foot down to stop the violence in their city. Victims, families, pastors, even the fire chief is here tonight and with a therapist, all at this rally, showing the community what happens to families after losing loved ones to violence. Organizers tell me there's a reason the rally is being held at this location in Freeport's 3rd Ward, because this is primarily where all the violence happens. They want their message not only to be heard, but to be seen by those that live in this ward.
By them actively seeing us, that will give them hope. You know, if it was on the other side of town, they probably wouldn't see none of this. But seeing us will hopefully be a beacon of hope for them, and hopefully they will, will do something.
Coming up at 6, I'll explain how their efforts aren't stopping after this rally is over. Reporting live in Freeport for your home team, I'm Alexis Carpello.
All right, Alexis, thanks for that live report. In about an hour, a balloon release will take place honoring the 72-year-old man killed in a crash. Rachel Perry spoke with the family of Billy Cheers. And Rachel, they tell you they believe Billy was just trying to cross the street when he was hit Monday.
Yeah, Mimi, I sat down with Billy's daughters today. They say he was an amazing father and had a love for music. Now they want answers about what really happened when he was killed.
I just can't imagine my dad walking into traffic. That's not him.
Sabrina and Makisha Cheers are in disbelief of the news that their dad Billy is really gone.
I had been calling him. My mom had been calling him. He didn't answer the phone. And then she got a call. And he had been hit.
We can't believe that he would step into traffic, not watching what he was doing. It had to be something where he didn't see it coming. The car had to be coming fast.
Now they tell me they want justice for their dad.
We just want them to do what's right and what's best for our dad. And we'll make sure that happens.
And are urging drivers to slow down, saying it could save a life.
Take your time. 1 minute, 2 minutes is not going to hurt for you to slow down to make sure that everyone's okay. This town is too small to rush through.
Sabrina and Makisha tell me he did everything for them and gave the best advice. They say Billy would play shows for the Rockford Park District and was in 2 jazz bands. The family is planning a balloon release for Billy and ask anyone who knew him or his music to come.
Band members, anyone that played with my dad, anyone that heard my dad sing or was at any of his events, please show up. Let my dad know that he was loved and we're going to miss him.
Police are still investigating the crash and interviewing the driver of the truck that hit Billy. A balloon release will begin around 6 tonight at where the crash happened. Family says donations for Billy's funeral costs can be made to Collins and Stone Funeral Home. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Rachel. A fight at Beloit Memorial High School ends with multiple teens handcuffed and an officer hurt. Police were called to a scuffle in the school cafeteria this morning. When officers arrived, more students started a physical fight. Investigators say several students were taken into custody. No weapons were recovered. One first responder was hurt while interacting with a student. They are expected to be okay. The school was placed on soft lockdown while officers were in the building. This is the third time police have been called to Beloit Memorial this month. On September 9th, officers responded to an anonymous threat. Days later, a 15-year-old student was arrested at school on homicide charges. It's rare to find homes on the market for very long. It's also rare to see Hispanic people selling homes. Michelle Rave joins us showing how one of those trends is changing. Michelle?
One stay-at-home mom recently became a realtor. She says she has happy clients because she understands their needs.
I was looking for about 6 months, and it was difficult because if it's not one thing, it's another.
It's been a long journey for Yvette Rojas to find her dream home, a journey including the stress.
My worries and concerns are all the hidden costs or just the all the information that we don't know as first-time home buyers and how to do it in the process and whether it's a long process or not.
Yaned Escobedo is a real estate agent at Keller Williams Realty. She helped Rojas find a home. Escobedo says she also noticed a pattern.
To be honest, I think like 70% are Hispanic, 30% are other nationalities.
According to a study by Redfin, Hispanic homeownership has grown in the last 6 years, with 50% of adult Hispanic Americans owning a home in 2020.
You can definitely see it. Even a lot of people that don't have, they're working with IT numbers, they're even trying to get a way to get a house as well.
Rojas tells me it was helpful to have Escobedo advise her during this stressful journey and help her find her dream home in Rockton.
Everything is possible, and nothing worth having comes easy, but it is 100% worth it. And I think when you think about it as future, I mean, it's always going to be the best decision for your future.
The study also showed a big reason for this increase in home ownership is adult Hispanic homeowners are getting financial assistance from other family members. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Michelle. An artistic shopping event returns for the 46th year in a row. Edgebrook Mall's Cider and Cinnamon Arts and Craft Fair is taking place this weekend. Even COVID couldn't stop last year's event. More than 60 vendors are set to take part this year. Shoppers can browse booths of food, fashion, homemade decor, and original art pieces. Customers can also enjoy live music. Organizers say shopping small doesn't come with the shipping and supply chain worries big box stores can bring.
So you can come out this weekend and get a very unique item and handmade if you want. You can get something personalized right on the spot, and then you take away that item, whether it's for somebody for Christmas, because this, traditionally is the kickoff to the holiday shopping season.
Cider and Cinnamon runs from 10 to 4 both Saturday and Sunday and is free to attend. Masks will be required when shopping indoors. All throughout Hunger Action Month, we've been bringing you stories of communities helping each other out across the nation. In a city that never sleeps, many families go to bed hungry. Christian Cazares shows us a free food option in Las Vegas.
It's very important to us because we know when we come, we're gonna get our breakfast, we're gonna get our lunch, we're gonna get our dinner here.
I met Yasmin Lopez and her family at Catholic Charities as they picked up their monthly food box. A free service they have been receiving for over a decade. The mother of 6 telling me that it's a constant struggle to have food on their table. According to Catholic Charities, Latinos make up to 30% of their clients, but only consume 22% of their food.
All are welcome, and all you got to do is reach out.
Leslie Carmen with the organization says one of their many food programs offered is the Hands of Hope Food Pantry.
It's kind of designed that way to be like a grocery store, so it offers dignity to people who may be ashamed to ask. When they get here, they're like, oh, there's usually music playing, it's joyful, colorful, it kind of lifts their spirits a little bit. And if they have young children that come with them, they don't really know the difference. So they don't know that they're asking for help.
Carmen says their main mission is to feed the community and offer a helping hand, regardless of the person's legal status.
We do see people who are a little unsure and they may be scared to come out, but please don't be. They're more than welcome to come in. We offer services to anyone.
A promise this family hopes others in their same situation can take advantage of.
We have food on the table, we got stuff to go to school, and happiness, we got food, and that's the main point. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you guys. Thank you.
That was Christian Cazares reporting. For more information on Feeding America and how you can help, head to mystateline.com.
Now, your First Warn weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Another comfortable, warm afternoon as our temperatures made it back into the mid and upper 80s for us today. We've had a little bit more cloud cover out there this afternoon thanks to some more moisture streaming into the west. A live look with a Mercy House Skytrack camera up in Beloit, Wisconsin. You can see some of those cirrus clouds working in, but not really doing much to filter out that sunshine for us today, and that wind still coming in from the southeast, allowing that temperature to climb. Now we still have high pressure in control. That, however, is shifting a little more to the east of us, so it's allowing some of that moisture to gradually work in, and that will be the trend over the next couple of days. Rain showers, though, are going to stay off to the west for us here these next couple of days. The chance for rain will gradually increase as we head towards the weekend. Winds shifting a little more to the southeast for us, anywhere from 5 up to 15 miles per hour. Hasn't been overly windy, and winds these next couple of days will stay generally light, but it's more of that southeasterly component that allowed those temperatures to go up from yesterday's high of 82. 86 our current number in Rockford, Janesville, Dixon, Freeport, 84 now in Monroe, and we're currently at 83 degrees out in Galena. We're going to add some fog into the forecast for tonight. We woke up to a little patchy ground fog early this morning. More of the same can be expected for tomorrow morning. High temperature will make it up to low, I should say, down to 56 degrees. Winds are going to stay light from the southeast. They'll pick up a little bit for tomorrow afternoon. After some fog tomorrow morning, we will make it back up near 87 for the day. So another above average afternoon. We'll see a little bit more cloud cover gradually increase over the next couple of days after we start off with some fog tomorrow morning. Again, notice those showers staying off to the west of us. That's kind of where the stationary boundary sits across much of the upper Midwest, the plains, and eventually that'll work in our direction by the time we head towards the weekend. Now Friday, we set our sights for the weekend. I think our best chance for rain comes in Saturday, Sunday. We might get a couple of sprinkles to the northwest of us on Friday afternoon, Friday evening, but given just how dry we've been here for the last several days, it's going to take some time before we start to see that moisture come in. So if anything, we get more cloud cover, so it shouldn't be too much of an impact, if any, for those Friday night football games. Now, I mentioned the weekend rainfall. Cold front starts to come in from the northwest. This will be during the day on Saturday. We do pull up quite a bit of moisture here for the beginning of October because, yes, Friday is October 1st, so we're gearing in here towards the October season. So we see those showers come in. Those will stay with us. Not a steady, widespread rainfall, but the rain will stay with us a little bit through Saturday evening and then throughout the day on Sunday. Into early next week, we start to get into this blocked pattern where we have an area of low pressure kind of settled to the south and southeast. High pressure there working up to the north of us. That holds our weather fairly stagnant over the next couple of days as we head into next week. It'll bring temperatures down, but notice we're still above that average as we even go into the beginning of October. So even though we start to see those temperatures go down, we're still going to stay above average. 83 degrees for our day on Friday, 78 on Saturday, 74 on Sunday, and then we're back down in the lower 70s next week.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with Sports Director Scott Leber.
Things are still as clear as mud with the Bears, even after Matt Nagy's news conference today. He wouldn't say who the starting quarterback will be Sunday against the Lions. He also wouldn't say if he'll give up the offensive play calling.
I think probably the best part of the last 48 to 72 hours is we've had some amazing, healthy conversations between coaches and coaches, between coaches and players, players and players, players and coaches. That's what I appreciate the most. And so without getting into specifics of what we're going to do and how we're going to do it with not just that stuff, but other topics, I'm going to keep that internal.
Nagy plays defense with the media better than he calls the offense. For now, a lot of the attention surrounding the Bears and Nagy have been deflected by the news that the Bears have indeed entered into a purchase agreement to buy the property in Arlington Heights, surrounding the Arlington International Racecourse. The 326 acres will cost the Bears just over $197 million. So we can expect a new stadium for the team, but not until 2026 at the earliest. As soon as the property purchase could be finalized is late next year, and then there would need to be time for construction. Tonight, a big night for the White Sox. Carlos Rodon will make the start against the Reds. It'll be his final start before the playoffs and the final test of his shoulder, which has been giving him problems. Typically, the Ice Hogs will be getting ready to report to Rockford this weekend for training camp, but with renovations still ongoing at the BMO, that won't happen. The guys will practice primarily at the Blackhawks practice facility, Fifth Third Arena in Chicago, a couple blocks south of the United Center. And get this, Ice Hogs play-by-play man Joey Z is getting his big break. He's going to be doing play-by-play for a few Blackhawks games on WGN radio this season. He's part of a group of guys tabbed to fill in for Pat Foley from time to time. This is Foley's last season broadcasting the Blackhawks. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Candace will have a final look at weather in just a moment. But first, here's a look at what's to come on News Nation tonight.
Tonight, on balance, big rigs, big problems. The truck driver shortage that could cancel Christmas. How the vaccine mandate is only making it worse. That's on balance tonight. Now here's a preview of what's coming up on Dan Abrams Live.
Thanks, Leland. Tonight on Dan Abrams Live. Some tore through the Capitol on January 6th, but others got caught up in the chaos. Does the punishment fit the crime for rioters who were really just trespassing? That's coming up tonight on Dan Abrams Live.
You can catch News Nation tonight on cable and satellite stations you see here. You can also head to newsnation.com.
Our first warning, interactive radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and More. That'll stay nice and quiet, at least for the next couple of days. Temperatures tonight with a few clouds will drop down into the 50s once again, down around 56 degrees. Tomorrow we'll make it up to 87 for the afternoon. We'll add in a few more clouds. Much of Friday looking dry. Temperatures in the lower 80s, make it a sprinkler or two to the west. And then we've got some rainfall into the weekend.
All right, thanks, Candace, and thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at 6.